4 American citizens currently waiting to learn how long they could spend behind bars in Turks and Caicos after airport authorities there found ammunition in their bags. Tyler Wenrich, Ryan Watson, Brian Hagerich, and Michael Lee Evans are all facing charges connected to Turks and Caicos law that bans anyone from having guns or stray bullets in that country. Minimum sentence for breaking that law is 12 years in prison. Joining us to talk about this now is Oklahoma Governor Kevin Stitt, who has been active in the efforts to secure the release of Ryan Watson, who is from Oklahoma. Governor, first I want to say thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for highlighting this very important issue and trying to get these Americans back home.
This is an important issue. What update can you give us when it comes to bringing Ryan Watson and the other 3 Americans home?
Well, first off, Ryan is a great Oklahoman, great American. He's a husband, father of 2. He was on a trip of a lifetime. It was a 40th anniversary, or 40th birthday trip for a couple of couples, and was leaving the country and had a couple of like ammo from a hunting trip back in October just accidentally left in his backpack and was caught, and he's facing a minimum mandatory sentence of 12 years. His wife's a school teacher, actually at the school that my kids go to, and it's just a head scratcher. The punishment does not fit the crime. And so I've called the governor of the Turks. We've talked to the British government. I've got on the phone with Governor Youngkin, Governor Shapiro of Pennsylvania. So we're going to do a letter. We've had our U.S. senators. We've talked to the State Department. But we've got to put pressure on Turks and Caicos and maybe have a travel ban there, because this is just really, really odd that they're trying to put this guy away, or all these Americans away. They didn't have guns. Remember that. This is very important. There was no guns. They were leaving the country, and they had a couple of bullets with them in their backpack. So again, the punishment here is just absurd, and we need cooler heads to prevail and these guys to come back home.
You previously told NewsNation this is nothing more than a shakedown. Do you think that this is something that can be resolved for maybe the right amount of money? Is that the motivation here? What are authorities in Turks and Caicos? How are they responding to this?
You know, I mean, that's the thing. I mean, you would think there'd be a fine, and they would understand the problem with, if this gets out, how it would affect their tourism industry. And so we really don't understand what's happening. Now, remember this. If they really were about protecting their citizens, they would be checking when you come in. But when you get off the plane, you just pick up your luggage and you go about your business. Now, these guys were leaving the country, and that's when they're checking the bags. And somehow, our TSA missed it coming into the country. Again, these guys weren't trying to do anything wrong. It's a couple of deer round cartridges from a hunting trip.
Let's talk about Brian Hagerich. He's one of the men who is facing jail time. He's from Pennsylvania. He's also going to be the first of the 4 Americans to face sentencing. How closely will we be watching what happens to him and his outcome, his fate, when it comes to the other 3 Americans that are being held in Turks and Caicos?
Well, yeah, we were all watching that. He was supposed to be sentenced, I believe, yesterday or the day before, and they postponed it till the end of May. So I know that they're feeling a little bit of heat. It's just highlighting. Again, Brian, the gentleman from Pennsylvania, he didn't have a gun either. He had some leftover ammo accidentally in his bag. I've talked to hundreds of people, and everybody has a similar story that they accidentally. When they were having their luggage checked, there was something in there. They threw it away or they took it. That happens all the time. Liquids, and that's what the TSA and that's what these checks are for. You throw that away. You say, hey, that's not allowed. Oh, I'm so sorry. But again, there was nothing. There was no intent here to harm. There's no intent to sell ammo to people there. That's the problem. That we just don't understand why cooler heads are not going to prevail here, and we're not going to get this guy back home. Think about it. Brian, the guy from Pennsylvania, was on a trip with his wife and 2 kids. Ryan Watson, luckily they let his wife come back to their 2 children back home in Oklahoma, and Ryan is still separated from his family.
Well, Governor, please come back on the show. Keep us updated. As you know, we're following this very closely, and we appreciate you keeping us updated, Governor Kevin Stitt. Thank you.
Thanks for watching, everybody. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. Also, don't forget to click that red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.